Here's more wrestling news for November 12, 2025. Your headlines for this afternoon include: leaked footage shows LA Knight venting after WWE abruptly cuts his segment. WWE takes a mind-blowing dig at AEW, fans react. Dominik Mysterio goes off backstage after IC title loss, WWE teases possible rematch segment. Finn Balor breaks silence after Dominik Mysterio's WWE title loss. Major accusations on Paul Heyman, full story inside. Cody Rhodes lawsuit officially settled, full update revealed. Released WWE star speaks out on possible AEW return after WWE exit, and more. LA Knight's recent on-screen treatment has left many fans uneasy, and new backstage footage is only intensifying the speculation that the megastar might be frustrated with WWE's creative direction. A leaked clip from Raw shows Knight's visible reaction after his promo was abruptly cut off mid-sentence. The moment unfolded just as he was about to say, "Your time is up, my time is now," when the broadcast suddenly transitioned away. The broadcast cut him off before he could finish, and fan-recorded footage showed Knight visibly upset, muttering under his breath before storming backstage. Knight, who remains one of the more popular stars on the roster, has made it clear he's aware of the crowd's overwhelming support. Just a few weeks ago, he subtly sent a message to management by holding up a sign that read, "We want LA Knight, not Jey Uso." However, according to PW Insider, Knight was reportedly warned backstage afterward, and what followed appears to reflect that tension. The 43-year-old missed the November 3rd episode of Raw entirely and wasn't even mentioned by CM Punk during his promo, despite being involved in a feud with him before Punk captured the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Knight is scheduled to compete on the November 14th episode of SmackDown, where he'll face a mystery opponent in the first round of the Last Time Is Now tournament. However, given WWE's history of cooling off stars who challenge creative direction, fans are beginning to question what the company's true plans are for the megastar. Do you think WWE is deliberately holding LA Knight back, or is this all part of a larger storyline? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Since Tony Khan launched All Elite Wrestling in 2019, the two companies have been in constant competition, with most public jabs traditionally coming from AEW's side. But this time, it looks like WWE responded in its own, very deliberate way. In a move that quickly caught fans' attention, WWE reportedly gathered several of its current champions, all former AEW stars, for a backstage photo shoot in Salt Lake City. The image featured Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Jade Cargill, and Ricky Starks posing together with their championship belts. The only notable absence was Ethan Page. According to reports, the idea for the photo came together organically backstage at Saturday night's main event. When Ricky Starks was seen behind the curtain, one of WWE's photographers reportedly suggested pulling him in alongside Cargill, Rhodes, and Punk, creating a moment that fans immediately recognized as a pointed message toward AEW. The image, now circulating online, showcases 4 top WWE champions, all of whom once competed under Tony Khan's banner, standing united and draped in gold. PW Torch later reported that the picture made its way into the AEW locker room discussions, and it didn't sit well with some of the company's longtime veterans. It's hard not to view this as symbolic, a quiet but powerful statement about WWE's ability to turn former AEW names into top-tier champions on the biggest stage. What's your take on WWE's latest move? Do you think the group photo was a friendly moment backstage, or a not-so-subtle message aimed at AEW? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. The November 10th episode of WWE RAW featured a seismic shift. John Cena dethroned Dominik Mysterio to capture the Intercontinental Championship, completing his long-awaited Grand Slam. But the chaos didn't stop in the ring. It was what happened backstage that sent shockwaves through the entire WWE universe. Immediately after the loss, WWE cameras followed an emotionally unhinged Mysterio storming through the corridors, furious and unraveling in front of the crew. Visibly shaken, Dominik lashed out, accusing his Judgment Day allies of abandoning him when it mattered most, and even blaming Triple H for orchestrating his downfall. "I don't understand what happened. Where's Finn? Where's JD? Raquel? Roxanne? Anybody? Where's the Judgment Day when you need them? It doesn't matter, I'm still holding gold. I was cheated out there by my so-called boss, Triple H. Where's my family? Why am I?" Dominik's trust in Judgment Day had already been strained in recent weeks. He had quietly turned to Los Americanos for support, hinting that his faith in the group was faltering long before his championship slipped away. Adding fuel to the fire, Finn Balor seemingly mocked the situation the next morning with a subtle post on social media, writing, "I woke up and I'm having a wonderful day." Though Dominik is no longer Intercontinental Champion, he still holds the AAA Mega Championship after defeating El Hijo del Vikingo back in September at Worlds Collide. But with his WWE standing shaken and Judgment Day silent, it's clear that Mysterio is now more isolated than ever. That being said, there's a rumor that John Cena may once again face Dominik Mysterio during his upcoming Raw appearance and drop the title, a move that could mark a major turning point for Mysterio. Now that being said, is this the beginning of the end for Dominik and Judgment Day, or will he find new allies to help him bounce back? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Carmelo Hayes has nothing but respect for Paul Heyman, and he made that clear after shutting down a viral accusation that painted the WWE executive in a negative light. Earlier this week, a fan posted a now-deleted tweet claiming that, according to sources within WWE, Paul Heyman refused to work with Carmelo Hayes, allegedly wouldn't make eye contact with him during a creative meeting, and instead pushed for Logan Paul to be part of the Vision storyline. The post went further, labeling Heyman a racist. Hayes quickly caught wind of the claim and immediately called it out as false. Responding directly to the fan, the former NXT champion denied the accusation outright, making it clear that none of it was true and questioning what the person hoped to achieve by spreading such misinformation. The situation could have easily spiraled online, but Hayes handled it calmly and professionally, a reflection of the maturity and respect he's earned within the WWE locker room. In an era where baseless rumors can spread fast, his swift response not only defended Heyman's character, but also helped put the story to rest before it gained traction. At the end of the day, false narratives like this can damage reputations on both sides. Fans praised Hayes for stepping in quickly, reinforcing that respect still matters in a business where rumors often overshadow reality. In September 2024, musician Wesley Eisold filed a federal lawsuit against Cody Rhodes, WWE, and Fanatics. Eisold owns a trademark for the phrase American Nightmare, registered in 2016 for use in music, clothing, and entertainment services. Back in 2021, Rhodes and Eisold reached a settlement allowing Rhodes to use the American Nightmare name for wrestling-related merchandise under certain conditions, one being that merchandise prominently features Rhodes' name, likeness, or wrestling imagery, sized at least 75% larger than the American Nightmare text. In his lawsuit, Eisold alleged that WWE and Fanatics have since sold apparel featuring American Nightmare with minimal or no mention of Rhodes or wrestling graphics, thereby breaching the agreement and causing consumer confusion between his band and Rhodes' merchandise. Now, according to a new report from Brandon Thurston, all parties have settled internally and agreed to an undisclosed deal to resolve the trademark-related issues. They have planned to ink an official written statement. Until then, they have appealed to the court to pause or dismiss the case. For Cody Rhodes, this clears a potential obstacle ahead of WrestleMania season, allowing him to move forward with the American Nightmare branding that has become central to his identity. As for Eisold, the resolution ensures his rights in the music and live performance space remain intact. Priscilla Kelly is carving out her next chapter after leaving WWE earlier this year, and it sounds like a return to AEW could be on the horizon. In a recent interview with Denise Salcedo, the former WWE star revealed that she's strongly considering joining AEW in 2026, hinting that her unfinished business with the company still lingers from her brief stint there in 2020. But I think coming out of this year and going into 2026, I think I'd really like to maybe go to AEW. I think there's a lot of stuff that was left on the table. I did some stuff for AEW before I got signed to WWE, and I don't know, I just always felt like there was something left on the table over there, and I never got to really have my time. Kelly explained that one of AEW's biggest attractions is the creative freedom it allows, something she didn't always experience under WWE's tightly structured system. That can be a blessing, or that can be someone's downfall, and I think it's cool that over there, it just seems like you have a little bit more control on where the road can take you, because they allow a little bit more individuality. I will say, but either way, I'm happy and excited for whatever the future brings at this point. When asked if she's already spoken with AEW officials, Kelly confirmed that she hasn't made contact yet, and isn't in a rush to return to television right away. After 4 years of working within WWE's strict creative environment, she's enjoying her independence and rediscovering her identity outside of the system. No, not really. I've also just been really busy, and I haven't been in a rush to go back to a television program because I just got out of 4 years of a very strict and kind of controlling television program. So I've kind of just been in the mindset of, I'm not in a rush to go back to TV because I just want to have fun, I want to find myself again, and I want to enjoy my life again and not be owned by anybody. Still, Kelly made it clear that returning to a major stage remains one of her long-term goals, and AEW seems to be at the top of that list. When I think long-term goals, I would like to see myself go back to a large platform where I can express myself, and I do think AEW is more of the type of place where you can express yourself a little bit more individually over there. With her distinct personality, dark charisma, and creative edge, a potential AEW run could finally give Priscilla Kelly the platform she was never fully allowed to embrace in WWE. Whether it happens in 2026 or later, fans are already excited at the thought of her returning to the AEW spotlight. Do you want to see Priscilla Kelly return to AEW full-time? And how do you think she'd fit into the company's women's division today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For all of our subscribers, don't miss the 9 a.m. Eastern video we dropped earlier today. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.